Alrighty, good morning AP Lang. Hope you and your families are safe and well during this quarantine. I'm just hopping on Zoom to clarify all your questions about the new AP class and format and exam to come. Please follow closely and feel free to pause the video anytime to read the slides as I go through them on my PowerPoint. I'll also be posting them to Google Classroom for reference. So let's begin. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen, my PowerPoint, and going through those. I'm going through what the slides say and my own little notes with those. So bear with me. Alrighty, so let's begin with just the first page, what this entire video is about, just exam clarifications. This is all coming from College Board. And the information that they've relayed to me and that I'm going to relay to you. As I get more information from College Board, I will be relaying more information, and there will probably be another video to come in the next couple of weeks, if not more. So to begin, change in exam day and time. So logistics is the date is now May 20th, 2020 at 2 p.m. You need to be available May 20th at 2 p.m. The exam will be taken at home and from your own computer or tablet or laptop or whatever you have, something that is not a cell phone. You will not be able to use a cell phone for the exam, but something, any other sort of tech, feel free to use. I made a lot of phone calls come yesterday to a lot of parents who have told me that almost 100% of you have a computer. And the ones that did not, I used yesterday to try to get in contact with admin to get you guys computers. So there should be 100% of you guys who have a computer or tablet available at home. Next, make sure that you have your login information available. This is how you will log in to take the exam. Your login information is the exact same information that you use on College Board to apply for, say, SATs with Ms. Gressmark. Registration questions, I have it a lot of. You were already registered for the AP exam. You might not have remembered, but back in, I want to say October, maybe even in September, we registered you for the exam. So you went on College Board, you put in our school code, you registered for your name, the address of the school, and everything you needed to do for the exam. You chose the exam you're going to be taking, so College Board already has that information. So make sure to be on the lookout. We'll go over this again, but make sure to be on the lookout a couple days before the exam on May 20th for your unique exam ticket. Every student taking this exam or any College Board exam will have a unique exam ticket emailed to them. If for some reason you lose the ticket or you can't find it in your email or it goes to spam and you can't find it there, it also will be on your College Board account. So you need your login information readily available, memorized. More information on registration, on how to register, how to get onto the exam, what the exam format will look like, will be available to me and then to you the week of April 27th. So at this moment, I do not know exactly how the exam is going to look functionally, but we know that it's going to be on the computer, you're going to be typing it, and that you'll have that 45 minutes. I'll get more into that as we move on. So just from this slide, major point is exam is May 20th at 2 p.m. and you need a computer handy and you need your login information memorized. Moving on to the next part. So exam security, when you are taking the exam, College Board wants us to know that the exam format and questions are designed specifically for an at-home administration. So points will not be earned from content that can be found in textbooks or online. Next, each subject's exam will be taken on the same day at the same time worldwide. So in our case, May 20th at 2 p.m. Keep saying this, May 20th at 2 p.m. On test day, students will be required to verify their identity and confirm the work they submitted is their own. So at the end, you will likely have to sign some sort of contract saying everything I wrote was mine, I did not plagiarize, I did not talk to anyone else. College Board will be implementing a range of digital security tools and techniques, including plagiarism detection software and post-administration analytics, to protect the integrity of the exam. Now, this is the first time they've ever had to do anything like this, so they're implementing within the exam when you're writing or typing the exam, techniques that could pick up on plagiarism. Next, in addition, each AP teacher will receive copies of the work the student submits to College Board, enabling teachers to spot inconsistencies with students' known work. So when you're done with the exam, I'll be able to see what each of you guys have written down and seeing if that matches up to your level of rigor. Again, to protect the integrity of the exam. Next, so violations. Students whose responses mirror online content or other student submissions will have their scores canceled. So if you were copying something from online or from another student, scores will be canceled. Students sharing or receiving content information or exam responses or engaging in any plans or efforts to provide or gain an unfair advantage will be blocked from testing, or their AP exams will be canceled. This includes communications or assistance in person, via the internet, via social media, or by any means. So when you are taking this exam, essentially, you are not talking to anyone in your house, on your cell phone, anyone in our class, no one. You're not asking me questions. All by yourself for that 50 minutes. Next, if we determine that a student gained or provided an unfair advantage on an AP exam, we'll notify their high school so the school can choose to take disciplinary actions as appropriate. So again, not only College Board will be penalizing you, not only me, but the school as well. Next, so updates. College Board is updating their website about, amid this quarantine daily. So helpful information is available on this website. I'll provide it for you right here. So we have, I'll just copy and paste it. So bear with me. So for my slides, you can just copy and paste all of these websites. The link is not connected for some reason, but you can just copy and paste it. And here we go. So we'll just say yes. We'll go here. All right, so here it is. So College Board updates. So updates about the exam overall, so this is for all AP exams, not just English, are found on this website. So for AP coronavirus updates. So check this out on your own time. News and updates available, updated on April 3rd, 2020. And then next week and the weeks to come, I'm sure it'll be more updated as we go. So for AP students, if you want to know more information for yourself, there was webinars you can watch. For educators, for contributors, if you want to check that out. But I definitely look up at this for AP students, seeing specifically what could be useful for you and what information they are providing for you. Next, so we're going to continue on with our slideshow. All right, so accommodations and tech support. So if you do require extended time, College Board already knows for when you registered, and they know the timer on this side. So when you take your one exam question, it'll say 50 minutes. If you have extended time, that timer on this side will already be registered for that extra time. So that extra time will already be allotted for. Next, if you do have some sort of tech issues and you need some sort of tech support during that, saying maybe you lose power and it doesn't come back on, for the most part, they've let me know that this would probably be reason to take the makeup exam. So we're only taking the makeup exam if for some reason you have some sort of issue that day. That could be tech support, that could be some sort of other issue. For instance, maybe a baby brother or baby sister are crying the entire time and you cannot take the exam. That would probably be another reason that you would need to take the makeup exam. Makeup exam is Friday, May 5th. So if you had some sort of issue during the first exam come May 20th, you will be able to, most likely, you'll have to fill in a report but you will be likely to take the makeup exam come Friday, June 5th. So then, like I said, at the end of the exam, a message will pop up asking if you had any technical difficulties or any other sort of difficulties that you think is reason to take the exam over again. And then fill out that form accordingly. You'll get an answer rather quickly, and then you'll get another invitation, that unique ticket to take that exam come Friday, June 5th. Alrighty. Moving on to the exam itself. So we already know the basics. Exam is May 20th, 2020. You're taking it on a computer. You're taking it at home. You know that the security around it, how they are implementing ways to keep the integrity of the exam, so plagiarism, cheating, etc. Extended time is already allocated, and tech support. There is makeup exams for special reasons. So moving on to the exam itself. So the exam will only consist of one essay question. Originally, or supposedly, the exam had, half of the exam was multiple choice, and then you had 3 essay questions. Now, you do not have a multiple choice, and you only have 1 essay question. So you'll have 50 minutes to plan, write, and submit a rhetorical analysis essay. So that is what we have been doing. We've been doing it when we were in school, and then that's the majority of what we've been going over when we were since digital learning. So you'll have 50 minutes. You'll have 45 minutes to write the exam, and then once you're done writing the exam, they give you about 5 minutes to submit that exam. Maybe to go over, make quick edits, making sure you did everything correctly, and then submitting it. So 50 minutes in total will be on the timer if you don't have extended time. So that's just the ground time, 50 minutes. Important, the exam will be open book / open notes. We don't really have a textbook in this class, but we do have plenty of notes. I'm giving you plenty of notes. You've had plenty of notes prior on this essay question. So try to print those out, save them to your computer, write them down, whatever is easiest for you. As for open book and open notes, now that does not necessarily mean that the exam will be easier, but obviously less memorization will be needed. So things like vocabulary words, essay formats won't need to be memorized. So your energy should be spent on application, applying those vocabs, those essay formats into writing your best essay. You will also be able to use grammar and spell check. So make sure to take advantage of that as well. So tips for success of open book exams. So open book, open note exams are not technically easier. Answering AP exam questions take more than copying information from notes. We know that as well, that application. Finding facts, formulas, or other information in notes is only one step to answering the exam question, application. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. You can read these on your own as well. Students still need to prepare for the exam. You still need to know how to use those vocabulary words, those formats to write your own essay. And then more materials aren't always better. The more time you spend looking for information, the less time that you will have to use it in writing your essay in this case. That rule really sticks out to me. Make sure that you are not spending the majority of your time trying to make your essay perfect or trying to write exactly what the format says. You have 50 minutes, pretty much 45 minutes to write this essay. Make sure that you are getting the entire thing done and not spending a majority of time looking through your notes or reteaching yourself these notes. Next, students should not copy responses from notes or resources. For the most part, for this type of essay, I don't see us falling too much into this, but make sure that you are using your notes as a resource and not as an answer to anything. Next, students' class notes are better than internet searches. Yes. For the most part, our notes, my notes on rhetorical devices, my notes on formats, my notes on just overall tips and strategies and sentence formulations are much more practical and broken down than what you can find on the internet. And then, like we said before, with the exam integrity, collaborating with others is not acceptable. You are not allowed to text, to mime, to do anything with another student in our class or anyone else during that 45 minutes. This time is all for you. And then last part, so extra resources. If you find yourself finishing my work early, or you want to just more resources on how to, for example, write a conclusion. We haven't gotten to conclusion until next week, but maybe you want to learn better how to write a conclusion. I've been posting a lot of YouTube videos, but College Board has designated two main places to look for more resources by them. So the people who are making the exam are also giving you resources. So really important to look at. And starting next week, I'm going to start to post some of these YouTube videos within our classwork. So for instance, AP Classroom. Let's just do AP YouTube first. So AP YouTube. So you copy and paste that site, and then it'd take you to this screen. Go down, they have everything for all AP. So AP Art History, AP Physics, AP Music Theory. They have a copious AP exams that they give out, but for us, we're looking for AP English Language. So first they have, I'd go to Home, scroll down, Arts is first, and then they have English. So they have English Language and English Literature, or English Language. You're gonna hit the green ones. So when you click these,
before we get into how,
I'll just stop that for right now. When you click these to the right, so over here, are copious amounts of videos you can watch. They range from about 15 minutes to 40 minutes of tenured of teachers who've been teaching AP Lang for 10, 20 years, going over specifically how to go over this as well. So for instance, I would start on videos 11. So 11 says attacking the rhetorical analysis free response. Overview of the rhetorical situation. Constructing introductions. Maybe introductions are something you struggle with. Looking at video number 13. It's only about 30 minutes. Set aside 30 minutes, go through your introductions, try to, and my notes that I've given on introduction, and try to see how you can best tackle that in your next essay and exam day. They go through crafting a thesis. Maybe a thesis is something you're struggling with. You can watch this. This is a little bit, about 34 minutes. Not very long whatsoever. And then using this instruction with my instruction, with notes, with other internet resources that you're using to all combine. So because this is an open book test, use all this information that you have. Don't just stick to what you have in your brain. Use the YouTube videos, use the notes, use what I'm giving you, print them out, have them available. So that is my my greatest tip, is to use all these resources to your advantage. So when you have time throughout the week, or if you finish my class work early, check out AP YouTube. If you're struggling with something in my class, check out AP YouTube or AP Classroom, or for your other AP classes if you're taking them. There's for all of them. I'm sure your other teachers have gone through them as well. So going through, I'm going to share this entire PowerPoint with you, but I just wanted to go through the logistics. I know there are some things that I'm missing, but I'm also waiting on College Board myself, most especially how you are going to log on. So I have a lot of the what, of what's going to happen, of the how, the direction of how, will come around April 27th. So I think I'm going to close off with that. I'm going to have my next Zoom video will be on how to write a rhetorical analysis essay. So stay tuned for that one coming up next. All right, thank you.